When it comes to handheld gaming PCs, the Asus ROG Ally has been making waves. And if you're wondering whether it's worth your money in 2024, you're not alone. After all, handheld gaming systems have undergone a bit of a renaissance since the launch of the Steam Deck, and devices like the ROG Ally have emerged to challenge Valve's reign. But does the Asus ROG Ally truly live up to the hype? Spoiler alert, it's got plenty of reasons to justify its price, but it's not without its quirks. Let's go deeper into everything that makes the ROG Ally worth considering, or not, depending on what you're looking for in a handheld gaming experience. If you are excited as we are about today's topic, show some love by liking and subscribing to Retro Pocket for more amazing content. A shaky start, but solid updates. When the first wave of handheld gaming PCs hit the market, many were skeptical about their viability, especially when early reviews pointed out some glaring Windows compatibility issues and other bugs. This was especially true for the Asus ROG Ally. It faced its fair share of complaints, from clunky software to frustrating in-game glitches. But here's the thing. Asus has since rolled out a multitude of updates, and those early issues have mostly been ironed out. So much so that many gamers, myself included, have found the ROG Ally to be a solid contender. After 5 months of use, what was once a rocky start has evolved into a polished experience. And guess what? It's quickly becoming my favorite gaming handheld. Performance that packs a punch. If you're like me, the first thing you look at when buying a gaming device is performance, and the ROG Ally doesn't disappoint. Armed with an AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme processor and 16 GB of LPDDR5 RAM, the ROG Ally packs enough power to run even some of the most demanding AAA titles on the go. This little powerhouse can boost up to 5.1 GHz and run games smoothly, even at 1080p on a 7-inch screen. And let's not forget the 120Hz refresh rate, which is overkill for a lot of games but still offers buttery smooth visuals for those titles that push past 60 FPS. During my time with the device, games like Doom Eternal, Horizon Zero Dawn, and even Cyberpunk 2077 ran smoothly at medium to high settings, and that's impressive for a handheld. Is it going to match the performance of your gaming rig at home? Absolutely not. But the ROG Ally wasn't designed to replace your desktop. It's meant to be a companion device for gaming on the go. The screen, a visual delight. Speaking of that 7-inch 1080p screen, the ROG Ally delivers visuals that pop. The colors are vibrant, the blacks are deep, and the overall brightness makes outdoor gaming on a shady day totally feasible. Asus didn't cut corners here. In fact, compared to the Steam Deck's screen, the ROG Ally offers a crisper, more vivid display, making it perfect for games with lots of visual flair like The Witcher 3 or Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Sure, you're not going to hit the 120 FPS mark in most AAA games, but the 120Hz refresh rate still makes a difference for less demanding titles or when you just want to enjoy a smooth interface. Controls and ergonomics. Not all sunshine and roses. As much as I love the performance in the screen, the controls are where things start to feel a little less perfect. The buttons, while functional, can feel a bit cheap. The D-pad in particular leaves much to be desired, feeling mushy and unresponsive in certain games. That said, the joysticks and triggers are a joy to use, responsive enough for even fast-paced shooters like Call of Duty. But here's the real kicker. This device is light. At just under 1.5 pounds, it's lighter than the Steam Deck, and that makes a huge difference during extended gaming sessions. Whether you're reclining on the couch or sitting on a plane, the Ally is comfortable to hold for long stretches of time. However, the less pronounced grips can make it harder to hold compared to the Steam Deck, especially if you have larger hands. Software and updates, finally polished. The ROG Ally is built on Windows, and while that opens up a world of compatibility that the Steam Deck can't match, it also comes with some initial headaches. When I first got the device, the UI was clunky, and navigating Windows on a small touchscreen felt like more of a chore than anything else. But thanks to consistent updates from Asus, the Armory Crate software has become significantly better, making it easier to manage your game library and fine-tune settings on the fly. Unlike the Steam Deck's Linux-based SteamOS, Windows gives you access to the full suite of PC games, from Steam to Epic Games to Xbox Game Pass. If you're like me and like to hop between different game stores, the Windows OS becomes a major selling point. Still, it's not without its issues. Updates for Windows and the ROG Ally itself come frequently, and occasionally they'll interrupt a gaming session, something SteamOS rarely does. So while the user experience has been streamlined, it's still not quite as smooth as the Steam Deck in this department. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to smash that like button. And while you're at it, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest awesome content. Battery life could be better. Battery life is one of the ROG Ally's biggest weak spots. Running graphically intense games in turbo mode will get you about 1 to 1.5 hours of playtime before you need to plug in. Even switching to performance mode, which limits TDP to 15 watts, only gets you around 2 to 2.5 hours. Silent mode can stretch this to around 3 hours, but that's with a significant performance trade-off. It's fine if you're gaming near an outlet or don't mind carrying the charger, but if you're hoping for long, uninterrupted sessions without being tethered to a wall, this might be a deal-breaker. It's a small price to pay for the performance, but something worth considering depending on your use case. How it stacks up against the Steam Deck? The obvious question is this better than the Steam Deck? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. If you want a plug-and-play experience with an OS built specifically for gaming, the Steam Deck has the edge. SteamOS is highly optimized, updates rarely interrupt gameplay, and it's designed to run well on the hardware. However, if you want a handheld that can run a wider range of games, especially non-Steam titles or emulators, the ROG Ally's Windows environment is a massive advantage. Plus, it's more powerful, has a better screen, and supports a wider variety of accessories thanks to its USB-C port. The downside? It's pricier, and its battery life leaves much to be desired. Final verdict: worth it, with caveats. So, is the Asus ROG Ally worth buying in 2024? If you're looking for a high-performance handheld that can handle a variety of games beyond Steam's ecosystem, it's a fantastic option. The stunning screen, smooth performance, and improved software make it a solid contender. That being said, if you prioritize battery life, a better D-pad, or a more gaming-optimized OS, you might still find yourself leaning towards the Steam Deck, especially with the newer OLED version out. In short, the Asus ROG Ally is a beast of a handheld that delivers on its promises. Mostly. It's not perfect, but for gamers who crave flexibility and performance, it's worth every penny. Like what you've heard? Smash that like button, subscribe for more reviews, and drop your thoughts on the ROG Ally in the comments below.